This is Fireman Ed, and you're listening to Jets Commute, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Jet fans, let's rock MetLife Stadium this year. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Go Jets!
Good morning. What's up, June?
What's going on there, brother? How you doing?
Good. I wish it were colder.
You wish it was colder.
It's a joke. It's a
Uh,
dolphin joke.
the dolphin joke. Well, I tell you, if it ain't sunny and warm out, they can't win, huh?
Nope.
It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mm, they got what? 3 more games? Cold, or is it 2 more? Then you got Jets at
Cleveland and the
Cleveland.
Jets. Yeah,
Oh,
but the Jets game to me is whatever.
yeah,
I
yeah.
would like to see the Jets beat them, though, but I don't root for losses.
I know you. I know you don't. Don't worry. I'll root for you. But it is fun to see functional offenses, though, isn't it?
And teams that can tackle, teams that
Yeah,
play with like passion and energy, and
yeah.
uh,
It's like just like a different world when you sit there and watch that, guy.
cornerbacks that play the ball that have their like head in the right direction. Like honestly, it's like amazing.
It is amazing.
And that's why, like, on some of these questionable pass interference calls, like there was one on that the guy made early contact on Watson. I think it was the Dolphins safety, but
Yeah, I've seen that play.
because he was playing the ball, he kind of got away with it. You know what I mean? Like he got there a little early, but he was, you know, jumped up, got his hand on the ball.
Yep. All you gotta do is turn around, look for the ball. It's easy.
Yeah, some of these calls though are just like it's like you can't do a thing wrong. It's a
Look,
joke.
can we be honest though? As long as I've been watching football, I've never seen a cornerback that continuously never turns around for the ball.
Oh, like Sauce?
Uh, look. I ain't want to mention no names, but
Well, come on. I knew where
I
you were going.
honestly, Pete, I agree with him. I never seen anything
you've
like
never
it in my
seen
life.
that. You've never seen it
I,
in your entire life.
Yeah,
he
but
almost looks like an amateur trying to follow somebody that's out
Mm,
of his league.
that's a good point.
yeah, but you specifically you guys because you guys are in here. I'm talking to both of you, and I'm not saying that like rudely, but uh, you guys act like Sauce is a bad player. He's not. He's still really good. He gives
Look,
up a couple of passes.
Well, I didn't
Pete,
say he was. I never said he was a bad player, though.
Pete,
That's the
Let me
thing.
ask you a question real quick. Who's a better draft pick, Kayvon Thibodeau or Sauce?
I think it's still open right now. It's too soon to call it.
It's 3 years.
That's tough.
Right.
That's
It's
tough,
too
Pete,
soon to
because I
call it.
don't. That's a tough one because I don't like Kayvon. I like Sauce. Like I like. I think Sauce is I think he's a better person. I I, just, I like him more.
You know,
So I would say Sauce is the better pick. I just
but
don't like to. I don't like Thibodeau. That's the problem.
I tell you this: even if Sauce is better, Thibodeau's a better teammate.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That
Well
whole.
that definitely throws into the factor though, June,
Yeah,
of who's
yeah.
the better pick.
He's a better teammate.
I'll tell you who's the better pick. Garrett
What's up,
Wilson.
guys?
What's
Well,
going on,
yeah,
Aaron?
over. What's up, man?
What's up? Happy Thanksgiving,
You
Happy
too, bro.
Thanksgiving,
Thank you.
brother.
everybody. Uh, yeah, I mean, I just jumped in. I'm assuming you're talking about the core four. I like to say,
No,
but
well,
No,
out of
I
everybody, I'm keeping
June,
Garrett.
yeah, I,
June said that pretty much. He said, "I never seen a cornerback that what was it that never has his head joint turned." I can't.
That never looks for the ball. Never. Just
Yeah, he doesn't.
never.
I mean, how many picks does he have in
I've
his?
seen
Two.
fucking
He has
two.
two
linebackers.
in three. We're going on 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the
Hey, I
sauce.
gotta ask June. I gotta ask June. How the fuck are we gonna stand here and say that one guy's a better teammate than the other one? We're not in the
That
locker
was
room.
that was ground.
Let
I
No,
didn't
no, no,
say
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no,
it was.
no,
Oh, it
no, no,
was
no.
no, no,
It
no,
was
I
June.
just
no, no,
heard
no, no, no. It
somebody
was me.
say that this guy's better
Oh,
teammate than this guy.
Why
How
I'm
the
gonna say
fuck are we
that?
gonna do that?
Well, I'm gonna say it because a teammate don't point fingers. A teammate, even if he does screw, even if the other player does screw up, you keep that in the locker room. You don't sit there and go to social media and say it wasn't my fault. You don't stand on the field and point fingers. That's a better teammate. A teammate. Look, if you fuck up, don't worry about it. It's still on. It's us. If anything, I'll handle it in the locker room. I'm not gonna go to social media and throw you out there in front street.
What is Thibodeau even doing this year? By the way, is he doing anything? I mean, I know
I
Well,
Sauce is.
apologize. I thought it was you, ground. My bad.
he was hurt until he was playing pretty good until he got hurt.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
who's
I mean,
who do you think's the
Petey,
better pick,
Petey, I'm
Sauce
sorry. I
or
see,
Kayvon?
Petey, I'm sorry. I see these
well, I
guys like
mean,
Christian Gonzalez.
it's hard.
I see the way they
It's
cover. Sorry, Anthony. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's hard to argue because I mean, Stoss got two All Pros, so I mean, like You know what I'm saying? It's hard to. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau doesn't have any off balls. I don't
Well,
think
how
so.
bad did the Giants mess up that draft? They had the 5th and the 7th pick. The Jets
I
had
don't
the
think.
4th and
I
the
don't think.
10th.
I don't think Thibodeau is going to go down as a bad pick. I mean, if
Right.
that's what you're
Well,
asking.
Evan Neal's awful.
He's off.
Well, yeah, Evan Neal's a bad pick, yes. But Thibodeau, I don't think that's a bad pick. I don't think
The
the Jets could have
Giants.
went
Sorry,
wrong with Sauce or Thibodeau.
the Giants' O line was getting pummeled yesterday. Oh my god, brutal.
I feel like you're comparing, but you're comparing two different positions too, because I don't know, like who's the better player, Jermaine Johnson when healthy or Thibodeau?
Mm, good question.
I really don't
Joe,
like
what do
the.
you think of that? Joe, I know you wanted Thibodeau, but who's the better pick, Sauce or
I
Thibodeau?
mean, what's up? And honestly, I mean,
What's
right
up?
now, I mean, Thibodeau's been hurt all year. So last year he had, I think, 12 sacks. Last year was his coming out year.
He had
Uh,
12 sacks last year.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Jesus,
Uh,
I didn't
but
realize that.
But I mean, like Sauce, I'm very disappointed. In Sauce. Whoever just brought up Christian Gonzalez, you watch the best corners in football. They're so much more physical than Sauce, and I'm not talking about his body type. I'm talking about the way they cover, man, like a glove. So many times you watch Sauce, he looks like he's out of position. Like he looks like a kid out there trying to cover an adult. Like he just looks lost sometimes. And
Joe, he also doesn't do anything to alter their routes. He
No, I
just
mean
kind of just
he's
like
not.
he's like a
He's not. He
feather.
can't. I mean, some of the great cornerbacks. They tackle. They're physical. You know, they're great ball skills. He has no ball skills. I'll tell you right now, if you took away his long arms, he would be an average at best. He has freakish long arms. It makes him able to he could be out of
Break
position
up
and
the
still knock
pass.
the ball. Yeah, break up the
Yeah.
pass. That's what makes him so good. I'm telling you right now, guys. That's he's probably he probably at the whole NFL. If you talk about like muscle mass, he might be like at the bottom of the out of 500 guys. He might be like 495. I mean, he's at the bottom. I mean, he's not. He's just not a great athlete. He's not. I don't think he's
He
fast.
really plays. His style of play is more like a free safety.
I mean, you watch the guy on
Well, how
Denver.
fast does he run? How fast does he run? What's his?
He doesn't look
He
Maybe
fast
should
at all to me.
he should be a free safety, man. Honestly.
He's not
Mm.
big enough, bro. He's not big enough. He can't. He has no ball skills. He can't tackle. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, but
He got.
but
I'm telling you right
his
now. He got lazy
but
this year. He got
Yes, he
lazy.
did.
He
Yes,
read
he
his
but
did.
press.
Joe,
He read. Wait,
in,
hold on a second. Hold on a
in
second.
college though he
He
had a
read.
lot of picks.
He read his press clippings. Okay, and all in the off season, rather than work on his craft like Reeves used to. Reeves used to spend 24/7 every day on it. He was worried about his golf swing. That's every day. That's all he did was ask questions. Oh, guys, give me some tips on my swing. Who cares? I mean, he got lazy, man. He's doing his Buffalo Wild Wing commercials. He
Joe,
got
Joe, but he always had his back turned to the ball. Always.
he was a very handsome
This
guy.
isn't this isn't
I
anything
talked
new.
I talked to his scout, and he said coming out of college, the one worry I have for him, he said, was that he's not going to get away with the hand. He's so handsy in college. He cheat more than any DB in the country. He uses his hands like grabbing guys. Can't do that in the NFL. And
It's
he's starting
catching
to get
up with
caught.
him now.
He's starting to get caught with that. Bro. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't give him nothing. I'd let him walk. I swear to God. When his contract's up, let him go free agency. I would do not. I would not sign him big time.
So Joe, so you wouldn't even give him the 5th-year option?
Nope. I don't. I
Oh
no. I would not.
wow,
I would
He,
not.
wow!
Pete.
Joe,
That's
This
why
is
you
I
a
got to
said,
give
Pete.
him.
first.
You,
This is a
So
you got to
first.
trade him
I'm
now.
telling you guys, and I'm
Trade
sick.
him
Here's
now.
one thing. I'm sick of listening. All I hear every time they talk about the Jets, oh, they have so much talent. Guys, they don't have that much talent. I'm sorry. You watched the games yesterday. You watched some of the good teams. They don't have the talent some of these other teams have. I'm sorry. They just don't. I'm tired of hearing it. Garrett Wilson's a very good wide receiver, but he's not elite. He's very good. He's not elite. I'm sorry.
Joe, I
He's
love
top
you, man.
10.
I miss you,
He's
Joe.
top 10.
I don't think he is.
He's top
Brees Hall.
10, Joe.
Last night I'm watching the game. The guy in Dallas, that guy Dowdell. Oh my God! You see him running, bouncing off guys, knocking guys down. Brees Hall never runs like that. If I stuck my finger out, he would go down. That guy
I
was
got to be honest with you.
he got 80
Wa-
yards after contact yesterday. That guy Dowdell. I don't even know who he is. I never heard of him. But I'm just saying, like
Watching
Dowdle.
Josh. And watching Josh Jacobs yesterday, I was like,
Oh my
wow.
God, Brees Hall's on
I
your
was like,
league as
wow.
a running back. He's
Joe,
not
can
even.
I make a point to Brees though? To be
He's
fair,
all about space, bro.
y-
He don't have space. He's nothing.
Brees is the best one of the best wide receiver backs in the league. If
Okay, but he's
passing
not. But he's
backs.
not. He's not Barkley. He's not going to rush for 2,000 yards, bro. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not that kind of running back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, Joe, I missed that, bro, because I've been sitting here singing that. I've been getting jumped on for
Nobody,
saying
bro.
these things.
I've been saying for 3 years, guys. I'm not trying to be a prick, but I'm always right. I'm sorry, guys. I am about the Jets. I told you they have a chip on their shoulder. I
Joe,
said it last
you wanted
year.
to wait. Hey, Joe, you wanted to wait. You wanted them to have Quinn and play another year. And you were right.
Yeah, but I just said they walk around with a chip on their shoulder. I never believed in the defense. I told you guys 2 years ago. I told you guys 3 years ago. They never finish games. They never turn the ball over. They're not. Like, I'm telling you, they're a fraud. They've been a fraud for as long as for the
No
last 5 years, in
turnovers,
my opinion.
no sacks, no pressure, nothing.
I
No
just what it
fumbles,
is, man. It's the truth.
nothing.
Nope. So, I mean, to me, you got a couple of talented players on his team. I mean, yeah, Garrett Wilson, of course, he's definitely talented, but I don't think he's not Jamar Chase. He's not
You got
Jefferson.
to
I'm
keep
sorry, he's
him
not in
though,
that
Joe. Joe,
category.
that's the one guy you got to keep though. He's the ultra
I mean,
competitive guy.
he makes the one-handed catch, and then in the last 2 weeks, he's been like in the witness protection. Like, where'd he go? Like, I mean,
Well, I mean, the offensive line kind of
I'm just
collapsed the last two games in there too.
there's always an excuse. Oh, wait till the Jets get a real quarterback. Wait till Brees Hall gets a real offensive line. Wait till this guy gets this. Wait till that. It's always waiting and nothing ever happens. I'm tired of it, guys. They're just not that good. They have no. Their talent stinks.
You
Their
got to
coaching
admit, Joe,
stinks. Their owner's
the
horrible.
coaching is terrible. The coaching is like the worst in the league.
Speaking of terrible, you know what's terrible? Guru's in the anonymous section making comments. Guru, come out of
Uh
anonymous.
oh. I'm playing Guru this week in fantasy. I'm up right now. I got to take him down.
Oh
I
boy.
lost my $100 for donation to him. Okay, anyway, but hey, I agree with pretty much what Joe is saying. Like, but no, with Garrett Wilson, I mean, CB made this point about a week ago, and he's right. Like most of these wide receivers have somebody on the other side. With the exception of the kid from, I mean, I know the Vikings, but to me, my question still is Garrett Wilson Batman or is he a Robin? Like, do we need somebody, a number one on the other side for him to be a good number two, or do we just need another number two on the other side? Because, it seemed like when Devontae Adams got there, up until the last 2 weeks, like he started to flourish a little bit. But it's still, to me, the question whether he's really the number one or whether he's just a very good number two. And I'm not the one who said that. UG, of all people, the Kansas City guy, said that last year before the start of year two. And that's the thing I want to know next year with all these guys. Will better coaching make these guys better?
Garrett Wilson,
Well, I don't.
Garrett Wilson is a 1B. He's a 1B.
Yes,
You mean
that's
you mean
great.
a
That's
1A?
exactly very good.
We need a
You mean a
1A.
1A?
We
Yeah.
no no
So look,
No, he's
no
a
no
one.
no
Garrett
no.
He's a one
Wilson.
B.
Garrett's a
Here's the thing
one
with
B.
Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, when that pass deflected off of his shoulder pad, he got his shit together. He stopped. He's like, man, I gotta just.
Yeah, but look at the last 2 weeks against crappy teams. He's done nothing,
That's a
man. Look at his
fact.
numbers. Nothing.
Facts. That's a fact. I keep telling you, man.
When is he gonna have a game? Go look up Wesley
Uh,
Walker, bro.
elite
Wesley
wide
Walker had like
receivers
30
find a
something
way.
100-yard games. Okay, Wesley
Yeah, they
Walker
The
had
find a
4
offense
way.
as a,
games,
Right.
but the
I mean,
offense
like
as a
this.
nine
whole,
catches, 180 yards, 7 catches,
but
170
the
yards.
offense as
He
a
gets
Hey,
like
whole
June,
has
10
been
catches for
June,
anemic.
70
June,
yards.
Yes, sir.
June, I gotta get on you a little bit, bro.
Talk to
I
me.
can't take I can't take the Wilson slander,
No, no,
dude.
no, 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 no. It's not. It's
Come
not
after me. I'm
slander. It's
slandering
not
him. Come after
slander.
me. I'm slandering
All
him.
I'm
Joe
saying is
and
he's
June
not
are on
elite,
the same page on
Oh,
this.
Joe too.
and
Oh, come
Terrence
on.
too.
Yes.
And tell you, look, we were
No,
all in
Listen,
agreement.
You guys
not
fall in
really,
love. You guys
Terrence.
fall in love with these guys. They're
I
not as good
think
as you think they
Garrett.
are. They're never as good as you
I
think
think
they
Thank
are.
you.
Garrett.
Never.
I think Garrett is a 1A, but you do need someone next to him. Yeah,
No,
obviously,
no,
like
no,
every other team.
no, not a 1A. Because think about something.
He is a 1A though.
No, 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 wait, wait,
He's
wait.
like projected for what 1,300
Wait, wait,
yards
wait,
this
wait,
year,
wait, wait.
maybe.
But that doesn't mean that
Petey might know
you're a
better than
1A.
me.
I don't look at him as a guy. I don't look at him as I don't look at him as a guy that could shut the team shut a team down by himself. Like he's that dominant. Even Waddle, when he's really good,
All
Waddle
these
puts up big
guys have
numbers.
all these guys have guys next to him. Waddle has Tyreek Hill. Jamar Chase has T Higgins. Like, come on. I mean, he just got Devontae Adams next to him. I
Right.
mean, what are we talking about?
Listen,
What's wrong with Devontae Adams? He's still pretty good.
listen. CB1s are sticking Devontae Adams. You do realize that, right?
So
Yeah,
let
look
me
what
ask some.
Okay.
Wait,
Garrett's
wait,
look
wait.
what's
This
Garrett
is
Okay.
look
why,
what Garrett's
and
done
guys,
since that though.
this is why I want, and you could say I'm selfish or whatever. I want Devontae Adams back next year. I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
do.
can
I do
understand
too.
why. I can
I
understand
want
why.
them to tank
I
next
do
year so
too, Petey.
they get a quarterback the following year.
Anthony, you
What
want him
about
back?
I want Devontae Adams back, yes.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
want
do
him back,
I.
but I can understand why you want him back because
Because I don't want to deplete the wide receiver room. Like they are you listen, Garrett is a 1A, but you still need guys next to him.
Garrett's a one
You
B.
need other
Joe,
you
how
still
much?
need guys
Joe,
next to him.
I
wait.
think
Is
I
the
think
Joe?
you guys are
Wait.
mixing up your
Yeah,
alphabet.
Joe. One question, Joe. How confident are you with Garrett Wilson with Malachi Corley as the number 2?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
why I'm
Joe.
saying, Pete, you got to bring Devontae back.
Malachi Corley will be out of the league in a couple of years, or he'll be on some other team
Oh,
on the
come
taxi
on.
squad.
I mean,
He
the guy's got to get
stinks.
a
He
shot first.
stinks. He stinks. They all stink. Look at it. Even like the Giants last year. We drafted Braylon Allen. Who wouldn't rather have Tracy? He was a fifth-round pick. He's a better running back by far.
Joe, they
I'll
should
tell you
give
right now.
Braylon Allen a chance, though. They should give him more carries, and they don't.
Yeah.
Well, they will
I don't
this
know.
week because I don't think Brees is going to play.
I mean, the fact that they had Corley as a third-rated wide receiver, to me, that I would have fired him just after that alone. They should all get fired.
It was
I think
funny.
I think
It was funny
that's a
watching.
little prefabricated,
Well,
though.
well,
It
wait,
was funny
Ground, before
watching.
you go, Ground, let me just make one. Joe, to be fair, Joe Douglas did have it right with Jameer Gibbs. Imagine if the Jets drafted him.
Yeah, no, he's a stud.
It was funny watching AD Mitchell catch passes against us, and that's the same guy that Joe Douglas was pumping his fist when like
For
the
this team to be
Colts took
successful
him.
going forward, they have to start drafting the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round, and getting players like a St.
But
Brown.
Braylon
He was a
Allen's a
fifth
good
round
pick,
pick.
Joe.
Guys like, yeah, but is he really? Especially for that first game against the
Yes,
49ers. He's showing you a little bit, but I don't see
The
that much from
Titans,
Wait,
him.
you
who's
mean?
really.
who's
You mean
He
Joe?
Detroit's 1A? Who's
he's a
Detroit's 1A? I want to know.
Who's
Just
what?
St. Brown.
St. Brown's is the 1A, right?
St. Brown had 1,700 yards last year, guys. You see me. Is Garrett Wilson ever going to do
See,
that?
they have
Never.
an
He's
explosive
on pace for
offense. They have the
1,300.
number one
He
offensive.
was. I don't
They
think he's
have the
not
number
anymore.
one rated offensive line. They have an
Geez,
imagine.
Sauce turned
They
into
have.
this. Geez.
I don't know. You guys are
So,
crazy.
Joe, you
Garrett
wouldn't,
Wilson is literally the
Joe, you
best
would get rid of
offensive.
Brees Hall too after next year?
I got to see something from him, man. I don't trust him, man. I don't trust him at all.
I might
I
shut him
think
down,
Garrett.
Pete.
I think Brees is hurt this year. I think
I
he's
think you
hurt
got to
this
shut
year.
him down. He got hit in that. He got hit by Jamal Adams in that week 2, and he just wasn't. He just for some reason he got really hit hard.
But hey, Anthony,
Yeah.
if we extend Garrett Wilson, are you giving him top 5 money?
Yeah, he will.
I would give him similar money to what Waddle got.
What? 20,
Oh, that's
27
too
million,
much.
28 million?
That's
Yeah.
too much.
Are you
Dude, you guys
kidding
don't
me, man?
realize how good
Yes,
Garrett is.
June.
I don't
Yes.
understand this. This is crazy to me.
You
Waddle's
guys are
great.
crazy,
All I
man.
know is
Oh
last
my
year,
god.
when
Waddle
You
Waddle
had
guys,
played
4
that bad
catches
against
everybody,
for
wait.
53 yards
Everybody,
last night.
everybody
And
on the
go
Jets
ahead,
have been
Anthony.
Hey,
begging.
hey, hold
Everybody on
on.
the Jets have been begging for an offensive
Hey,
weapon,
Anthony,
and then when we
come
get one,
take
they
a
want to throw
fucking
him to the
Well,
fucking wolves. I
well,
don't
where
get
take
it.
is
a
he?
take a
He's not a
breath.
weapon right now.
Hey, Joe,
He's not a
my only
weapon right
pushback to St. Brown is, can you tell me his first 2 seasons before Ben Johnson got there, what his yardage was?
Mm.
I have to. I'm sure it wasn't good. I'm assuming if you're saying that.
Now, granted, he was a 4th-round pick, and Garrett was a top 10 pick. I'll give you that. But what you guys what you guys don't take into account is coaching does matter. All right.
But you know what?
It
I think
matters a lot.
it's always
So
So
Ben
you're not
wait
you
till
Johnson
we
got
has
get the
been a great
quarterback,
coach, Joe,
wait till
since
we
they
get the
took over.
line, wait till we get the coach. It's always
it's not.
waiting for something.
I'm
And
not.
whether
It's still whether you wanna argue it or not. Coaching does matter.
I understand that,
especially
but I
when
mean,
especially
St.
when
Brown's a
it's
tough
great
kid, though. You watch St. Brown; he's
St. Brown.
physical.
but
St. Brown
Joe,
is. I'm not minimizing St. Brown. I think St. Brown is awesome,
We,
but he does all his damage from the slot.
Yeah.
well, he's a physical
So
guy.
if
For a guy
you
who's
compare
small, he catches
you're
everything,
So Joe,
and he's
you would
tough.
take Waddle over Wilson?
Yes, absolutely.
that's a joke.
That's
No, I
I
wouldn't.
crazy.
would.
That's
I
crazy,
wouldn't.
I,
dude.
no, I wouldn't. I've always said that. No, and I still say
All
that.
I know
No,
is last year when we played them and Hill was out, he had like 190 yards against us. He killed us. We couldn't guard him. We
You
couldn't
know what?
cover him.
Just get rid of everybody. You guys will
But
be
Joe,
happy.
you
the,
just want that stat game. You want the Minnesota Vikings Garrett Wilson
I'd like to
rookie
see a
game where he
game
was
where he has 8
torching them.
catches for
That's what
150
you want.
yards,
What he
7
did against
catches
the
for
Texans wasn't good
170.
enough.
well,
I
how
don't
are you?
understand.
But how are you gonna do that when your quarterback doesn't throw the ball more
But
than 10 yards down
I'm
the
just
field?
saying, bro. I'm not saying you, but it's always an excuse. It's always if we had a better line, if we had a better quarterback, if we had a better coach,
But
if we had a better field,
but
if we had a better
Joe,
stadium, if we had better
Aaron
fans.
Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers air yards per pass are like 6.9. Like what do you want him to do?
but he's also got like 10
He can't
touchdowns
throw.
for over 30
He
yards
he
this
can't
year.
he can't throw the fucking ball to himself.
He still has a great
So
arm, bro.
who are we getting when we get rid of Garrett? I want to know who the wide
Yeah, I know.
receiver
Me
is.
too, Ant. I want to hear this
I don't
popcorn shit.
understand it.
No,
I just don't.
My
Garrett,
point is
Garrett,
my
Garrett is the
point.
guy. Garrett is the guy you build the offense around.
Yes,
Sauce is
yes,
not the. Joe, you want to trade Sauce? I'm with you. You want to trade Quinn and Williams? I'm with you.
right.
Garrett's
I'm there
not the
with
guy.
you too. Yeah.
Garrett's not the guy, Joe. You're wrong with that. Sorry.
They're saying he's not the guy you trade.
These guys, the whole Jet fan's been starving for a wide
Negative.
receiver.
You're not. You're not. He's gonna have the second year in a row catch of the fucking year.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Jokes. Do you know Garrett Wilson now? I think at the end of the year will be 12th all time in Jet receiving yard. 12th. And
Well,
he's been in,
I don't.
that's how bad the
I got.
Jets are.
I gotta be honest with you, Petey. I don't really take any of that.
No, but I'm saying
Fucking Ryan
that means
Fitzpatrick's has like the fucking career
but
touchdowns with like
that's right.
29.
That's what I'm
Like
saying though. We have no
we're a
history.
putrid offensive history.
Right, but
Yes.
do you pay for very good or do you pay for elite? That's the question.
Thank
He's
you.
not
No,
Oh,
elite.
thank you,
you pay
Terrence.
He's
you
not
pay for
elite,
you.
Stokes.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
that's bottom
Terrence.
line. No, I'm
I
sorry,
hate
Stokes. Wrong.
there's only one Tyreek Hill.
Right,
You got there's only one Justin Jefferson, and then it's everybody
right.
else.
That might
So
be true,
you,
but I still think
you
he's better when he has somebody
Jamar,
better than him on the other side.
I am curious to see how good Jamar Chase is once T and everybody else is gone. Waddle, without fucking Tyreek, took him 100 fucking catches to get barely 1,000 yards.
Well, I
There are
agree with
not
that.
That was his rookie year too.
there are not a lot. There's not a lot of like AJ Brown's another one. There's not a lot of those guys. All right. So
I
if you're
agree with
telling me
that.
that Garrett's between the 10th and 15th best receiver in the league, yeah,
Right.
Terrence, you're paying for that.
Well, I
You'd be a
agree with
fool
that.
not to.
I agree with that too. But what we're talking about is if you're paying him Waddle money, that's top five. I don't.
Well,
That's a penny
Terrence,
for elite.
You're
can
gonna
I ask you a question?
you're gonna have by if it's all set when it's all said and done, I think he is a
He's
top 10.
very
You're paying for it.
well,
Unfortunately, that's just
jokes.
the way it is.
He's very good right now and has the potential to be elite.
It
That's what you.
is Tua a top 5 quarterback? No, but they're paying him like one.
Yeah, but there's everybody that's a quarterback now is getting
Say-
50 million. It's just the market.
That's every
Right,
that's
but
every position.
right, but this new regime that's coming in, they're like I guess the question to the whole room now, because we're
I
talking
think
about
Josh
these
Allen.
guys.
I think Josh Allen's like the 12th highest paid quarterback in the league.
Right.
Like that doesn't happen.
Right, but like I mean, yeah, like if somebody, that's what they do. As soon as somebody gets a contract, the next guy next year he gets 5 million more. I mean, that's just it's all a matter of timing.
And that's my
right.
point with Garrett.
That's all. I still believe that he's a better slot receiver than he is on the outside. He's not good on contested catches. Nope. He's 6 foot and slight. And like I said, I do agree with you. He's probably in that top 10, top 15 level, but I think he's like most wide receivers in the NFL right now. He's better when he has somebody on the other side of him. And I'm just curious if that person on the other side of him needs to be better than he is in order for him to flourish.
I don't think Devontae
cornerback.
I don't think Devontae's better than he is. I heard you guys say that before. I actually don't agree with that either.
Yeah. Well, I agree, but as
so
somebody
wait, Garrett
said,
Wilson doesn't have contested catches?
First quarterback, he is getting first quarterback attention right now, Davante Adams.
Yep, first quarterback, CB1s.
I think Garrett made a lot of contested catches this year. Not trying to like rebuttal or anything like that.
Well, it's just the one arm catch. Everybody's falling in love. It's like Becton. Like I mean, he'll live off that for 5 years.
This guy's but this guy's been good with no quarterbacks. This guy's been good.
Well, I agree, but again, 17 games. Like any decent wide receiver is going to get over 1,000 yards. It's not that much. It's like less than 60 yards a game.
You saw what he was
Not
playing.
with Zach
He was
Wilson
playing
throwing
with
to you,
Trevor
though.
Siemian, Tim Boyle, Zach Wilson. Like, come on.
But can I ask one thing? Terrence, are you here? Can you hear me?
Hello? I can hear you.
You can hear me, but what?
I can hear you, but I'm not done. That's all.
Oh, I'm trying to get in here. All right, cool. Go ahead.
Why interfere when there's a good conversation going on?
Because I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna ruin a good conversation. Great, Terrence. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
You know what? Talk to you guys later.
Wow, you can't even be funny on here. People say I'm too serious, and then I joke. Oh my gosh!
What's good, everybody? Good morning.
Good morning.
So Garrett Wilson's catch in the end zone this year wasn't contested. Last year's Tre'Davious White catch wasn't contested. I got it. Jet fans, that's just you guys. That's you too.
What he was saying is that was his only contested catch. That like.
Or
whatever.
He had it against San Francisco.
What about the one?
I know,
Petey. What about the one in Philly when he jumped over the guy to kind of secure the game?
Yeah, on the sideline.
Yeah,
what about that one?
Yeah. I don't know. The Garrett slander. I don't know. I'm not for it.
It's no slander. No one's saying he's a bum. He's a very good wide receiver. He's just not elite.
But
this is crazy, man.
He's not elite yet. He will be.
But now look, once again, Anthony, think about something. We've seen potentially, as a Jet fan, you've seen a whole lot of players that had the potential. Will you ever live up to it? You just can't sit there and assume that the guy is gonna become elite. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But I'm going on for right now. Currently, he's not elite, and that's fine. But do you pay him elite money? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do it.
You have to build around somebody on the team, June.
Yeah, no, and I get that.
And look at what you started too. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to you, June, Mr. Negative.
Listen, I'm not Mr. Negative. I'm with Joe. I'm being Mr. Realistic, bro. Like I said, as Jet fans, we overrate our players. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
But who's overrating Garrett though?
I'm not saying he's overrated, but he's a very good wide receiver.
He's a very good wide receiver.
He's not what the Jets fans think he is. He's
right.
not that guy. He's not going to have 1,600 yards with 125 catches or 12 touchdowns. He's very good. But I mean, not everybody's Chase or Jefferson. Not everybody's A.J. Brown. You know, those type of guys. I mean, not everybody's
So
Tyreek
who are you going to replace him then?
So my question is to be very good with the coaching we've had, the staff we had, the offensive plays that we've been running, quarterback play. I mean, I feel like it's hard to say that he can't skyrocket with being put in the right system and being put in the right place.
All I know is this, guys. Who went to the last game they played against? Who was it against?
Me,
The home game.
the Colts.
Um, the Colts. I talked to someone who was at the game. And I said, like, tell me about Gary Wilson. He goes, he wasn't open as much as you would think he was. So he should dominate against that team. I mean, I know you're going to tell me what's his name is not good anymore. He can't move in the pocket. I understand all that stuff, but he still has He still has a great arm. Just throwing the ball, he can still throw at anybody. Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, but I mean, like, I know either they're on the wrong page or something's going on. But I thought he should have, after that one-handed
Joe,
catch on the Thursday night game, I thought this guy was going to skyrocket. Everybody saw it, and then the last 2
so did
weeks,
I.
he's been bad. He's done nothing. He had a couple catches for 50
Joe, quick
yards.
question. That's
Yeah.
what I said too. Like I'm like, Mac Hollins is catching 38-yard passes from Josh Allen against the Colts. You mean Garrett Wilson can't get open like that? I said it too.
Well, you got
The
you
Colts
play
defense
the
stinks in
OC.
my eyes.
The
Yeah,
OC
well, yeah.
the scheme is. I mean, look, the quarterback, the offensive line isn't been terrible, but it hasn't been great. And there's something wrong with Rodgers. We all know that. I personally think after the Denver game, he got really hurt. Because if you go back to that first Patriot game, like I say, that 24-3 win, he looked like Aaron Rodgers circa 2012, running all over the place, getting first downs with his legs a couple of times. He's not the same player since that game. Not even close. He can't move in the pocket like he was. So he got hurt in that Denver game bad, and he's been playing hurt. I think the last 8 weeks. That's my opinion.
Office, just jump in, man. Good morning.
Morning, Petey and company.
What's
June, Joe, LaShawn, everybody out throughout the order down there. But you know what's funny as a carryover to that, fellas? I think personally, that's one of the reasons. I'm not speaking for the man, of course. I'm just paraphrasing a little bit. But like, do you think that that's part of why Jamar Chase is doing what he's doing as well? Because think about this, and y'all were just saying it, right? I bet you he's also tired of other guys being paid like they're as good as him, like you're saying, right? Like, I think Garrett Wilson's a guy that's capable of those type of numbers, but when you don't have the rest of the offense to supplement and support him being open like that, it's tough. But my main point is simply that I think Jamar Chase not just signing on the dot is where he's showing that he's separating from a lot of the league. You see what I'm saying? Like he kind of like to me it's a little bit of like the buck stops here. All y'all ain't number one like me per se, right? Just throwing it out there as possible conversation just to see what people think about that. But that could be happening, dude, because a lot of these guys are getting paid and
yeah,
maybe not necessarily
but
holding up.
office, they're getting paid, but now Garrett will be eligible to get paid after this year. To be fair, so
Oh yeah, and he's going to get some money,
Petey, let me
Pete.
ask you a question: Is Wilson better than a healthy Ayuk? Who would you rather have, a healthy Ayuk or Wilson? Who would you rather have?
I
Wilson.
feel like that could be a coin
I'd like
flip.
to see Wilson playing a Shanahan system.
How about let me ask you guys a question? How about like the last 4 years in Buffalo, Diggs? Has Gary Wilson ever been as any good as him at all? Has he been anywhere near as good as I think Diggs' best? Has he been anywhere close to Diggs
No,
when he was a Buffalo? Look
Diggs
at
was
these
a
years:
top five
1,700
before
yards,
he.
1,800 yards, 1,500 yards, every year after year. I'm just saying. I mean, you're going to tell me, oh, he has a great quarterback. Okay, he does. But the guy who throws, the guy likes to throw long. I look.
Stephon
Maybe if you
Diggs
put
been in
Wilson
the
in.
NFL a long time,
Joe, do
brother.
you think Garrett Wilson is better than Lavernius Coles?
Yeah,
Much.
probably. I like Coles, but yeah, Coles is that kind. Coles is a very similar kind of guy where he'd have 9 catches in a game for 70 yards. They're all like underneath stuff, like a lot of short stuff with him. He never, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a guy who was going to have 180-yard receiving games. They're kind of similar in a way, but yeah, he's better than Coles. I'll give you that.
He's as good as Waddle. He's as good as Olave. Trying to think that same caliber.
I think Neighbors will be a better player eventually when he gets
He
a real
drops too
quarterback.
many passes.
But he has physical traits that Wilson doesn't have. Even I mean, physically,
I
he's
wish the Jets
he's a
got
thicker
neighbors, man.
frame.
And
He's
He's
a
Malik
below.
thicker
He's
frame
Neighbors
below.
than
is
He's
Wilson.
actually
below.
toward
He's below Ara. Ara's better.
And those guys are all in that list of top contested
What
catches.
you
You know
think?
what I mean?
Amon from Detroit's better than Garrett Buckeye?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
But again, Petey, their offense is looking like a Super Bowl offense too. With all due respect, right? Like
Yeah.
I
Who's better
mentioned,
at healthy, Nico Collins or
if
Wilson?
you're
They're
rolling,
both 100% healthy.
Oh, Joe.
I'm just look at some look at his. I'm just saying the guy when he takes over games.
Nah, he's better than everyone in the Texans.
Better than Delk.
Yeah.
easily.
Hey, but
He's a
you watch
top.
those guys.
He's a top
I
Joe.
watch
He's
those
a
guys
top
have these.
12,
I,
13 receiver, Joe.
I know, but I watch those games where those guys have these monster games. I've never seen Garrett Wilson have a 200-yard receiving game where he's going 70 yards on a bomb and wide open. I've never seen him wide open on a 50-yard pass in my life. Never. Where he's like where he's
Yeah,
got
you did
steps.
against Minnesota, and Mike White missed him.
Well, I mean, besides the Dallas game last year where he caught that over the middle and he won 75. I mean, he hasn't had that many big touchdowns. A lot of short catches where he makes fantastic catches, but I
I think
mean,
he's better than everyone in San Francisco, everyone in Green
not
Bay.
give me. He's better than Debo Samuel. Give me Debo Samuel some respect.
David,
Nico Collins is better than
no
Garrett
way.
I
Wilson.
agree with you,
No
bro.
shot.
I
He
definitely I
is.
would take him in a
And
heartbeat.
I like Garrett Wilson a lot.
If I could trade, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would take him over.
Nico Collins is a game changer.
Yes, exactly.
Not for
That's what I'm saying. Game changer.
not for me.
Do you think Garrett Wilson, in all fairness, has really had the opportunity to change the game this year? I'm asking, not debate. You know what I mean?
He
Like
dropped ball.
that's
How about the game against what do you call it? Against Buffalo? He's right there, wide open, 40 yard down the sideline. He drops it, turn the whole game around. The ball bounces off his chest. I mean, you can't do that. If you want to be a big time receiver, you can't have those kind of games. I'm sorry.
That's every receiver though, Joe.
No, that was a big. He's had a couple of plays this year where he fumbled the ball the San Francisco game early in the game where that could have turned the game.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, and he's not in this world, but you saw Tyreek Hill in that Super Bowl. He dropped everything, and it was hitting him in the face.
Well,
they were dropping everything last night till like the fourth quarter, weren't they, sir? Like it happens. You're right.
I mean,
It happens.
Speaking of, where are all the Dolphins fans?
I
They're
wish it
always
was
in the
all
States. Where
over.
are they today?
They're
Oh,
in a
they're not
coma.
gonna. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
like
come around.
Reggie.
Wait,
Where's Reggie?
They
Where's
went south
Neil?
for the
Like, where is
winter.
everybody?
You
look,
would have thought they got dropped off in Alaska the way they looked on that sideline.
look. Somebody posted, and I love them for doing this. Somebody posted the stats for this year. Guy Wilson got like he's like one of the top three in targets, if I'm not mistaken, but his yardage is 13th at best.
Yeah, but that's the offense, though, June.
I mean, but at the same time, man, we gotta admit. Can you at least admit that Garrett Wilson is not elite? Even if you say yet, can you just admit that he's not
We
elite?
keep doing this. We allow Bills fans to talk about Khalil Shakir as something special. We drain our own guys down to the bottom of the river. You gotta come on, man.
Mm-mm. Forget about what the Bill fans say. Can we agree that he's just not elite?
Yeah, don't focus on the Bills.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
jump to that.
Lee Sean's just waiting to get that next division title in
So,
here.
so, so June, by definition of elite, right? By definition of elite,
Mm.
you're gonna go with Tyreek Hill. You're gonna go with Chase. You're gonna go with
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Keep going.
Well,
You're
wait,
gonna
Buckeye. Can I ask you one question?
yeah.
We're starting to see a little of the decline of Tyreek Hill, correct?
Yeah, but
You think it's
he's
Ooh,
happening?
Yes, we
no.
are.
he's
yeah, but
hurt.
Yes,
I'm
we
not
are.
taking him off a list yet.
All right, I'm just saying he's still really elite, but I saw the stats. What is he averaging? Like 50 something yards a game this year compared to
If
100
you
and
look
something
across
last
the
year.
league,
You can't count that his quarterback was gone for a month and a half.
all the
Yeah,
You can't
offense
well,
was
count.
hold on,
down
hold
this
on,
year.
All
hold on.
right,
We're not. If you're gonna do that, then you have
I'm just
to.
asking.
No,
Yeah.
not you, Petey. If you're gonna do the quarterback game, you have to put Garrett in that conversation. June, his first 2 years of his career, it was the same dreck. It was the same shit. And by the way, you know who's declined since the quarterback went down? CeeDee Lamb. What's he doing?
Yeah, but guys, 1,000 yards in a 17-game season, just barely 1,000. Anybody? I mean, how hard? 50 yards a game, basically. It's not the. I mean, come
What
on.
would you say about DK Metcalf, a guy that's had like a decent quarterback, basically? Then
Wilson's better than
I'm
him.
Wilson's better than
No,
Okay.
DK Metcalf?
Yeah,
DK
absolutely
Metcalf
yes.
had 1,800 yards receiving a couple years ago. Come on,
Oh
man.
my God. Yo, I can't believe this.
Absolutely yes.
I can't believe you saying this
That
right
guy's a
now.
beast when he's healthy.
Yeah.
When he had a quarterback, oh my God.
I think the best receiver on that team is JSN.
Oh man.
I wanted
DK.
him, by the way.
Me too, Joe.
Yeah, by the way, your boy
JSN is not better than
McDonald's
DK
gone 7 games
Metcalf.
without a sack. By the way,
Yes,
just saying.
Joe. I actually looked that up though. He's still top 10. He's number 10
I
in
know
the
that, but it looked like
NFL
he
in
was gonna have a
sacks
big.
without a
Looked like he was
sack.
gonna have a Pro Bowl year. He ain't making a Pro Bowl now. He hasn't had a sack in
No,
7 weeks.
Would
Joe,
you
you
say
didn't vote for him
DeAndre
as for
Hopkins?
the Pro
They got.
Bowl,
I thought when they
Joe.
got Reddick, he would be better. He's got worse. you know, I don't know. What am I? What do I know? All I know is
Hey, Lee
Seattle.
Sean, what did you say, Lee Sean? I didn't hear you.
What's that?
I didn't say
No,
anything. That was office talking.
no. You had said something about DK Metcalf.
You heard what I
I
said.
didn't hear you.
DK Metcalf is better than JSN.
Yeah. DK Metcalf is, yeah. I'm sorry. I think DK
But
Metcalf is
DK is
better.
not better than Garrett Wilson.
No,
How about How about DJ Moore?
So you guys just got done saying, Joe. You just
I
got
think
done
he's
saying
having a
about a
better
thousand
year.
yards. DK's had a 1,300 yard season in 2020. He's had a 967, 1,048, 1114, and right now he's at 697. I don't know what Garrett's at right now.
he's at 7 something.
Yeah, Garrett will have like 1,200 yards, probably around 1,200 yards. I'll end up with.
And look, those are both teams that are struggling.
But
There's
every
no
team
doubt
has a
about it.
guy that catches. I mean, even the worst teams could have one guy have 90 catches for 100,000 yards. It's not the. I mean, every team has to have one guy. I'm just saying he's not dominant, guys. He's not elite. He's not, I'm sorry, he's not top 10 yet.
It's,
But there's
it's
only three of those.
What, Chase, Jefferson, and what you just and Hill? That's it.
I'll keep Hill on the list right now. CD, if you want to make an argument, sure.
CB
What
Lamb.
about
Yeah, CB
AJ
Lamb.
Brown,
CD
sir?
Lamb is elite. AJ Brown is elite.
Yep.
AJ Brown's the lead. I'll give that one. Keep going.
I'm trying to think of guys. I'm trying to think of teams now. Nobody on the Ravens, right?
No.
Nobody
Hell
on the
no.
Steelers. No, nobody on the Titans. Uh,
No.
Wow. Nobody on the Packers.
What about Marvin
No.
Harrison Jr.?
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
No.
hell
Not
no.
yet.
No.
Just asking, just asking, just
No.
asking.
No. I think Ayuk. If
Just
Ayuk's healthy,
asking.
Ayuk is close. I like him.
No, no.
No. No.
You
I
think
wouldn't.
DeAndre Hopkins was at one
Oh, he
point and
was.
Oh,
still
Yeah,
of
is,
he
or
was
course.
one
no?
of
Of
he was
course.
top.
Of
Just
course.
I
asking.
mean, so was Diggs.
Yes.
Diggs was. That's what I'm saying. Tell me, as good as Wilson,
Ara
as good as
Ara's
Diggs
close.
the last 4 or 5 years.
Ara's close, if not there.
Who?
Ara Brown is right
And
there.
so was.
What?
I'd
We
agree
talk
with
about St.
that.
Brown.
Yeah.
Right. Wait.
Absolutely.
What about Rams wide receivers? Not Cooper
I'll
Cup,
take
but other
I'll
guys.
Not
take
Puka
Cooper
Puka
Nakua.
anymore.
Nakua
And
and
yeah,
Cooper
Well,
Cup
I would say
he's been
Puka's
hurt this
there.
year, but he's
All right.
definitely there.
Yeah,
He's better than Wilson.
I would say
I'm taking
Puka's
Wilson
better.
If you
also.
guys
Okay.
tell me, if you guys think
What
rather
what
have
what
Wilson,
are
you
we
guys don't know
naming
anything
wide
about football.
receivers that's better than Garrett Wilson, or just like the top 10 wide receivers in the league? What are we
Well,
naming?
who would you guys rather have, Puka Nakua or Wilson? If you got either one,
Because
Puka.
I'll
because
take
I
Puka
Joe's
I
Nakua.
picking
I
Puka.
I'd
Elite.
rather have Malik Neighbors
Oh, me
over
too.
me
Garrett
too,
Me
me
Wilson.
too.
Nah,
too, me too.
Absolutely.
He's better.
yeah,
Absolutely.
What about
for
Cooper
what
Cup?
But
reason?
let's
Contract
but
purposes.
let's
For
get
what
him
reason?
let's get him a new
Wait, why
quarterback
would
and
I
then we'll
want
see what
Neighbors
happens.
over Garrett Wilson?
Yes.
He's got more. He's got
Because
more
he's
upside. He's
better.
got more upside. Trust me.
For what though? Like what you're going on a projection that hasn't happened.
I'll even take Terry McLaurin.
Yep. Great fucking pick. Great pick
What
right there.
about Mike
Hell no.
Evans?
Hell no.
You say Scary Terry?
Mike Evans, yes.
Yes, I
Scary
did.
Terry, no.
No. I agree
What
with
about
you on
Michael
Scary
Thomas?
Terry.
No, I said Mike Evans, yes. Scary Terry,
And
no.
why do you agree with me on Scary Terry?
Scary Terry's the truth. Are you kidding me? Scary Terry always been productive. Every fucking year.
Oh boy.
And listen, their football team wasn't very good the last couple of years either, right? And he still did very good.
And look, that's your point right there. Who's playing across from Scary Terry, but he's always doing it every year,
No matter the quarterback, he always produces.
always, no matter who's playing on the other side.
I mean, this man played with Sam Howell, freaking Jacoby Brissett.
They
I
pretty
can go
much
on.
threw anybody in there.
If you want to put Terry McLaurin at the same level There's nothing showing that he's better. Nothing.
I mean,
But I
so
think
wait, you
he's in
saying he's
that
on the
like.
same level as Garrett Wilson?
He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
What about Michael Thomas?
No, he's been out of the loop
He's not
for
even in
slot
the
boy's been out of
NFL.
the
Wait,
loop for a long
wait,
time.
June, you can say
Yeah,
the
that's
same
right.
thing about Garrett, though. He's been productive every year. With no
Absolutely.
quarterback.
June's on some June and Gloom is on some shit.
Garrett just got somebody next to him. Garrett just got somebody next to him.
He said Julie Gloom.
Come on, dude.
Hey, yo, Ed. Listen, man. I'm a Jet fan too, man. But let's be honest. We do overvalue
You're
our
talking about
players,
No,
man.
but
Terry
you
being
got every one of our
productive,
guys
though.
June diving.
No, no. Look, once again, I'm not saying Garrett's a bum. I'm not saying he's average. I'm
You
saying
just
I'm
put
saying he's
Terry
very
McLaurin
good.
above. You just put him above.
Scary Terry every season, no matter the
So
Is
Thank
situation.
1,000.
you.
He's a
so is
1,000 yards.
Terry.
And I'm not calling Garrett Wilson trash by any means, even though I'm a Giants fan. I'm not calling him trash. He is a talent. I'm just saying that if I had to choose between Terry or Garrett Wilson, I'm picking Terry
Me
a
too.
That's
thousand
crazy.
times
That is
over.
No,
crazy.
it's not crazy. It's
I
not.
don't think anyone in the league would pick that. I'll just be honest. I don't think one GM in the league would pick that.
I'm taking Garrett Wilson over Scary
Yeah,
Thank
Terry.
you.
yeah. Thank you.
You want to put Olave in the same category? Yes. No problem with that. Waddle, same category? Yes. No problem with that.
It's
Well,
almost like them guys are kind of like that one B type of almost elite, right? Like they're so close, but they might not get there. A lot of them names.
right now, office. That's my point. That's why I call Garrett a 1B. He's a 1B. He's not a one, but he's not a two. He's a
But
1B.
but June, we went over the list, and I think it stopped at AJ Brown. It was like 7.
No,
So that
no,
means yes, you did.
no, no, no. We was hot. We was up more than just 7.
Okay, you did Chase, Hill, Jefferson, AJ Brown,
Mike Evans,
Ara St. Brown. Who else is on that list? That's 5.
Evans.
Evans 6.
Oh, 100%.
What about Cooper Cup?
CD Lamb 7. Cooper Cup no.
Poor.
Puka Nakua 8.
I guess if he wasn't hurt. What about Debo Samuel?
Hell no.
No, no,
They ca-
no,
Hell
they can't
no.
wait to get
no,
rid of him
No.
now.
no.
I'm just going through the mental list. You know
Wh-
what I mean? I just going through the
What
mental list.
what about Brendan Ayuk?
Nope.
I mean, I'll take a Ayuk over Samuel, of course.
Talking about
Should
over
we say
Garrett
Right. I'm
Nico
talking
Wilson.
about. I'm
Collins
talking about over Garrett
or
Wilson.
Diggs?
Overall, I'll take a healthy Ayuk
Yeah,
over
I'll tell you
Right.
what.
Garrett Wilson.
You guys minimize a guy like Garrett, i- i- uh, Pickens. Like Pickens on the right organization and the right offense
Oh,
is
he'll
just
be a
nasty.
problem. Absolutely, he's a monster.
Nasty.
He's a
But if
monster.
you
He'll be a
just break
monster.
him down statistics, you'll be like, oh no, he's a 1A. I don't think so. I think if you put Pickens with the Miami offense, he's
I
fine.
I agree with you on that. But as far as Garrett being like, you guys got Garrett in the top 10. He's not top 10. I'm
I
sorry.
got Garrett right there with Pickens, right there with Olave, right there with those guys, man. And that's a good category, man. It's a really good category.
No, 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 no. I definitely agree. I'm just saying I'm not giving if in my opinion, I'm not giving him elite money for being for being
But
a
30 is not elite anymore, man. That's not elite. 35 plus is elite now.
So June, what is elite money? Who's going to get paid on the Jets? You're just going to strip everybody down and not have and
nah.
what? Just have Quinn Williams up there and that's it, and Devontae
He
if
doesn't
he
have
stays
Sauce as
next year.
elite. Sauce is
What?
elite.
By the way, the Jets play a football game this weekend. If anybody's curious,
Who y'all play?
Seattle, DK Metcalf.
Seattle.
Oh, okay. Is it out there?
Yeah, it's in uh, Jersey.
It's interesting, and
Okay.
I have no idea what the results will be. Go look at
All right.
DK's numbers against
What did
Sauce last year.
DK?
Sauce buried him.
All right.
That's what I'm about to say, Buckeye.
My bad. I had a
You
phone
took
call.
you
What?
took the word you took the words out of my
Yeah,
mouth.
Sauce murdered him last year, man.
All right. Now, what was you saying, PD? I had a phone call.
What I forgot.
You
What did I
you
say?
said you said who am I going to pay in the Jets?
Oh yeah.
This is my point. Why do you have to pay? Like why do you feel like someone has to get paid in this team?
Because Joe. Sorry, June.
That's my
Joe,
brother. Go ahead.
Joe is good, by the way. Because you
Joe,
have
it's
to
good to
pay
have you in here, bro.
people.
Because of what?
You have to pay people. You have to get good people to and have good talent.
Just because the
Get
player's on your team and he's halfway decent doesn't mean he has to get paid.
Let's take a look.
The
These are the
oldest
top
guy
Ju-
on
players on the
Green Bay's
Jets
offense is
salary
like
salary
26
cap right
years
yeah,
old.
now.
I'm
June,
gonna
be
look at
honest.
every team. Go
June,
ahead.
be honest. Going into this year, would you have paid Patrick Surtain to stay in Denver?
Absolutely.
100%.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, but you're saying that team was in full rebuild mode, right? Going into this year?
Right. But understand this. He's the best at his position.
And that and he
Yep.
was jockeying with Sauce going into this year for that title, right?
He he was never
Yes,
jockeying with
he
Sauce.
was. You
He
heard
has never been. Listen,
June. The players voted
me and
on
you were
that
I mean,
both
shit.
Jet fans.
Sauce had one good year. Patrick Surtain, he's been doing this since he
Since he came into
got
the
drafted.
league. Like it's no that even when Sauce last year, the last 2 years, my favorite
I'm putting
cornerback was
him up
always
there with
Patrick
Jair
Surtain.
Alexander.
June. The
I'm putting him
players
up there
voted
with
on this,
Marshawn
man.
Lattimore. I'm putting
Look,
him with the top corners.
but you know what? Are you going to pay your players depending on what their colleagues vote on? I'm not doing
I do trust the guys on the field telling you who's the best. I do trust the
that.
guys on the football field.
At no point has Sauce ever been Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain is the best at his position, hands
June, there
down.
was
Not even
June.
close.
There was a point though, and correct me if I'm wrong. June, you can correct me or whoever's up here, or in the listeners section. There was a point where people didn't even throw at Sauce.
Correct.
They just stayed away from him.
Okay,
And
so who throws at Patrick Surtain?
I don't, June. I can't answer that right now because I
But
got to
but but
look. But
June, I agree with you. Patrick Surtain is the best. But going into this year, Sauce was two. That's who it was. It wasn't Marshawn Lattimore. That's bullshit.
Listen, in my opinion, Sauce was never
Okay, man.
as good as Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain, he gets
But you're
interception.
focusing on
He,
one guy, man.
well, I mean,
Well, let me ask you a question.
if you ask me about him,
Is Chase better than Jefferson?
mm,
Wait. Say that one more time.
Is Chase better than Jefferson?
In my
in
This
my
opinion,
year he
no.
opinion,
is.
nah. I'd
If
rather
you're
have
talking about
I'd rather
overall,
have
no.
JJ.
this
Deontay,
year,
what's going on? How
And
you
this is
doing?
not throwing
like we
shade
sure
at
said,
Jamar
this year
Chase.
he
This is
is.
not, yeah, this is not throwing shade at Jamar Chase. He's a good wide receiver, but in my personal view, I would take Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase.
See, June does this thing. If one guy's better than you, I'm not paying him.
No.
That's
I'm
what you're
like,
doing, man.
no, look what I'm saying. Elite. I'm paying for it. If I'm gonna rebuild, what I will keep is elite. If you're not elite, then you can't be replaced. That's just my way of thinking. And on top of that, if I can get value for you to help the rebuild go quicker, I'm gonna do that.
Where
Take
was
that
Sauce
dog out
picked
to
in the
use the
draft?
bathroom.
Shut up, Lee.
Yo, what dog, man?
He hit my fucking door going to the run. I don't know. Such an asshole.
June, where was Sauce picked in the draft, sir?
He was
Fourth.
fourth overall.
Fourth overall pick?
Yep.
So Patrick Surtain was the ninth overall pick, and I'm not discrediting him at all when I mention this. That's all. I just was curious,
No, that's fine.
June, great
but it's
players when
obviously
it's
where
their
they
turn. When
fall.
it's their time to get paid, get paid. It's just that's how it is, man. When it's your
Look,
time to get paid, you get paid.
now,
Miami's
if
whole
we
roster did that. They paid everybody.
and look what situation they're in right now.
Okay, I'll tell you another team that did it. The 49ers, right? When it was their turn to get paid, they paid everybody, bro.
Well,
I don't know if Bosa's top five at his position right now.
no, he probably not. Um, Miami was a bad example, but mm, I ain't got too much to say about the 49ers. But honestly speaking, I'm not paying them just because their contract is almost up. I'm
So
not doing
if
that.
you dissect the 49ers right now, you would pay Fred Warner, you would pay McCaffrey. Who else would you have paid? Bosa.
I'm not certain or sure that I would pay McCaffrey that money.
He just last year he was bonkers, bro.
No, no, no. And I get it, but once again, we,
So you
we
want to
all know
revoke
about that.
contracts? You want to go back
We,
and
we,
be like, it's off the table. We're ripping it up.
the,
Good
the
morning,
whole
fellas.
the whole thing about the running back position. I would think Mason is pretty good. Would we all agree?
Not Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not elite,
No,
man.
no, 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 no,
But
no, 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 no. I'm not saying that he's elite, but I'm saying he's pretty good, right?
yeah,
I
He did a
guess
good
so.
job while he was absent.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: before McCaffrey got there, was San Fran winning games?
yeah,
June, that was what? What they get him in 2020?
but you and Christian McCaffrey changed that
Oh, no,
offense,
I
bro.
think it was 2021, 2022, I believe it was. But nevertheless, they were still winning games. So did they really need him?
So hold
They
on. If you
wanted
were
him
not going to pay
specifically,
McCaffrey,
though,
June,
June.
were you going to pay
Yes, he was the offensive player of the
June?
year.
If you were
Yeah,
not going to pay McCaffrey, I'm going to ask you a question. Would you have paid Saquon Barkley?
I, me and Lee Sean would say,
I hate you when you do that
Bro, I
shit.
will I will pay honestly, I will pay both of them because they are a legit
wait,
legitimately
yeah,
Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, as far as the run and pass game, they are an asset to the offense, no matter how people think about it.
yeah.
And people trying to take away this running back position, but you need running backs that could block and could come off screens and run the ball successfully. If you
June,
don't
would
have
you have
that,
paid Barkley? Do you think that? Wait, Jigga, 1 second. Good
okay.
morning.
Good
Do you
morning, good morning.
do you think the Giants should have paid Barkley? Because I do, even
Yeah,
though
absolutely.
you can't.
Uh, I'm gonna say
They
this.
lost their best player.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this. Saquon Barkley was the offense, right?
Yes, he was.
So
Oh,
me,
here we go.
me
Here
in
we
that
go.
case, I would have either franchised him again or found a way and tried to trade him instead of let him go into the
But
market.
Chiga, letting him go is going to get those two guys fired. Zabel and Shane are gone because of that stupidity.
But
Prior to
the- but
2022, was
For a
Barkley
but I-
four
but I-
helping us
for a
win any
$14
games?
million running back, 14
yeah,
million,
but look,
I don't,
but
I
look, but
don't,
look,
I
but
Prior,
don't
look.
know. I don't know if they're getting fired
they're
though.
getting
prior to
No, no,
fired.
no, no.
2022,
They
I don't
getting
know.
was
fired.
Saquon
I
Barkley
don't
helping the
look. They
Giants
they
win
I don't
could
know if
games?
they
they
get
could
He
fired.
get
helped us
fired,
win
but
Relentless.
games.
they could get fired, right? But the problem is they didn't get nothing out of him leaving.
I,
Now that's the biggest problem because aside from Saquon, the Giants got a lot more to build off offensively.
but
Offensively, I'm just saying from an offensive standpoint, they need their trenches built up. The receiver that they drafted, aside from Neighbors, has not been
Jalen Hyatt,
at least consistent. Like Darius Slayton is nice. Where is Jalen Hyatt?
Wandell Robinson's
Mm.
pretty good.
Yeah, he's good as a
He
slot
he, he
receiver, correct.
but he's a gadget guy right now. Until you get somebody on side of Neighbors, then you can slide Wandell in the slot. Then you might be cooking with something.
So Wandell's like a young Curtis Samuel, right, Leishman?
That's
He could
that's
he could fit
nasty.
he
You
could
know,
fit he could fit a
that's
role.
I didn't hear what you said. I
He
was
said
doing
Wandell
something.
Robinson was
He's
is
like a
like a
young
young
Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel, and I should have threw in the.
But he
I'm
could
gonna tell
fit
you one more time. Stop punching up.
like
Stay in your lane.
Wandell is like, when he's hot, he's hot. When he get the ball, he's hot. He could do something with the ball. But you have to design plays in order for him to get open. It's not like he's not my number one. He's gonna catch this ball. we got to target him
But
15
Jigga,
times.
think
He's
about it.
not
They
that.
ran it back with Daniel Jones, right? And the odds of that working were so low, and they took his number one weapon, his by far number one weapon,
Facts, facts.
let it go to the in division like problem. And now you also brought in a tremendous talent in Neighbors. Like the league should have watched Neighbors and Saquon and then just fix the quarterback situation. But you can't sit there on an assessment year of Daniel Jones because you had to call it an assessment year. They kept him and let Saquon
Right.
out of the building. And the one year that they went to the playoffs and won a game, Daniel Jones only went 15 touchdowns that year. Saquon was the man. He was running wildcat
Yeah,
in games.
15
He was doing
touchdowns and five
everything.
interceptions.
Doing everything. Facts. That's facts.
Yeah, you just can't let that. That's the, like June lets these guys out the building. He's
But my problem is not my problem is
Mm.
them not letting him
June's
go.
gonna watch Garrett
My
Wilson
problem,
with the Patriots going bonkers.
Yeah,
my
look,
problem is they not letting him go. My problem is they not getting something out of that at all and letting
thank
him go.
you,
Yeah.
thank you. Listen, my thing is this. Once again, we all assume that Garrett's gonna he's gonna want to take the 30 mil. But once again, what's to stop any other team from paying him 30 mil who has a quarterback? You got to sell him something. You can't sit there and say, "Yo, if I'm Garrett, I'm asking, okay, who's my quarterback?"
So
Uh,
June, can I ask you
uh,
something? Who was the quarterback for the Vikings when just Jefferson? They just drafted J.J. McCarthy. He wasn't going. You think? Oh, I'm gonna be with a
I'm a,
rookie quarterback. Come on,
I'm a,
but
June.
I'm gonna say
Pete, they wasn't losing games before they lost before Kirk Cousins left. They wasn't losing games. This man been losing ever since he got on the
Can I ask
team.
Lee Sean a question?
Okay.
If
Well,
Garrett
yeah.
was in
Before
Buffalo,
Buckeye, can I just
yeah,
do?
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
usually go June. I usually do the for
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Lee Sean, if Garrett was
Uh
in Buffalo for his first 3 years, give me statistical projections if he was with Josh Allen the last 3 years.
Oh, wait, them numbers have been through the
Okay.
roof, baby.
wait.
Would he
Well, it
be
was
Don't
Lee
get
elite?
the
Dick's
Would
Bills
he be
numbers,
fans
elite?
right, June?
excited. Don't get the
June.
Bills fans
Would he be
June's
excited.
elite,
been
Lee
on a
Sean?
hill for
Over
months, man.
1,300 yards.
As
Hold
Barely
on,
over
wait,
six
one.
people
1,200 Josh
Hold on,
talking,
wait.
Allen.
I can't hear you, sir.
Would he be
Hold
elite,
on.
Lee
Actually,
Sean?
7 with me.
Yeah, he'd be elite.
Yes.
June, do you agree with that?
You're
Yeah,
So
you're
yeah,
probably looking at between 1,200 and 1,300 yards if Garrett Wilson was under Josh
yeah.
Allen for
that's
his
kind of
first
what
three
he's
years.
doing. He was doing 1,100. He was doing more than that in Buffalo.
Now, June, I
Correct.
got a question for you.
Talk to me off.
Do you think that when it comes to signing Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that without a quarterback currently, or say like a bridge guy, right? From
Mm-hmm.
my side of it, I think the lesser quality of quarterback, the more his money goes up. The demand for his paycheck's going to go up with lesser. Like if you had a star quarterback, he'd probably be flexible.
For
That's
less,
just my
right,
opinion. How do
right.
you feel?
No, you're right. You are 2,000% correct. You're right. So now instead of 30, you got to jump up because you got to sell him on. Well, we're gonna
That's
get a
right.
quarterback, and at the time he's gonna be like, okay, well, basically our future quarterback is not on our roster. Why the fuck would I sit here and waste my talent for $30 million?
Well, and you're more likely to get killed with a lesser quality quarterback as a receiver,
So
right? Because he
June,
Facts.
knows
yeah.
he's
So
going to get lit up.
yeah. So June, let's sign a journeyman like Brashard Perryman, Corey Davis. Should I continue and
No,
keep signing?
it's
What? But you eventually have to keep somebody, June.
no.
I don't know
But
why
you're not
you
hearing what I'm
just.
saying. You're not hearing what I'm
I get.
saying.
I yeah. I'm
You
just
might
stuck
you
on
may
that. You want
want
to
to
get rid of
sign him.
him.
No. It's not that. It's not that you might want to sign him, but he may say, I'm not signing. Who the fuck is my
He
quarterback?
may. He may. May is a broad
The
statement,
man
yo.
just said last year this the worst
Yes.
I'm gonna
year
say
I ever had in my football career. And to top last year, look at this year. You think he's gonna want to stay?
Hold on,
I'm
June. If we're gonna go by that, if
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna go by
say
that, then we should go make an offer right now for Malik Neighbors because you just saw halfway through his rookie year with Ray Charles glasses on, the most frustrated guy you've
Yeah,
ever
I
seen,
see.
man.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
are we trading to
In
go get
eight
Malik
games.
Because
Neighbors?
he
He ain't
doesn't
going
have a
anywhere, man.
quarterback. Let's get him Shador Sanders and
Yo,
he'll get
yeah.
he'll be
What
and
he
content.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. and I'm a rebuttal off the Jefferson thing. Jefferson, since he's been with Minnesota, they only had one winning season and they lost to the Giants in the first round. The thing that kept Jefferson was one, Keenan McCardell. Two, he believes in KOC, that KOC has a plan, which this year it kind of worked out, in a favor by Sam Darnold coming in after JJ McCarthy went down. But the player has to believe in the organization in order for him to sign
Facts.
a long time. And as we know it, we don't know what JJ McCarthy is going to be. We didn't know what Sam Darnold was going to be, but we knew the season before when Jefferson was out for like 8 games, and he still was able to get 1,000 yards with Nick Mullins and Darren Hall. At that right there, that's when he believed that all right, we could go somewhere. We just got to find a person that could lead this offense, which kind of happened this year with Darnold. And I believe Darnold is going to leave after the season.
You will.
I truly believe that.
We know this: when you get cute and trade incredible players, you wind up sometimes with Traylon Burks.
Rico, you next. Rico after
Yeah,
me.
Rico Suave, what up?
Hey, what up, y'all?
What's going on, Rico?
How you doing?
Shit, chilling, man. I'm not gonna talk too much about my Cowboys. We won yesterday, but I was just listening to you guys, space and whatnot. I definitely think Garrett
Is he
Wilson he'll get
talking?
extended by the Jets.
Yes.
Yeah, LaShawn, I'm talking.
All right, I'll drop down.
Go ahead, man. Sorry about that.
No, it's all
Haven't
good.
heard haven't heard from you in a while.
Go ahead,
Good to
Rico.
hear from you.
Um, now, I think that the Jets have talent. I just think that there's just some aging players, and Aaron Rodgers isn't what he used to be. And I think that the Jets, they'll re-sign their core and they're going to move in a different direction. And I think they'll be all right. And I don't think the sky is falling. And call me crazy, I think the Jets have more talent moving forward than the Giants. I'm 36 years old. This is the worst Giants era I've seen since like the late 1990s. Like the Giants are just, they don't have nothing, bro. They got Malik Neighbors, I guess, and they got Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is a monster, and they don't have nobody else, man. Nobody else. It's mind-boggling to me that they let Saquon Barkley walk out that facility. And I wanted the Cowboys to sign Saquon. I said, man, forget Derrick Henry, dude. I said, if you put Saquon in Dallas on that artificial turf, man, he'd be the perfect Cowboy. And the Eagles are trash, in my opinion. They're overrated. They ain't gonna win nothing in the playoffs. They're gonna flame out. But Saquon is the one that's making them really, really winning. And honestly, in my opinion, it's Joe Burrow and Saquon Barkley are the co MVPs of this season, and they won't give Saquon the nod because they don't give running backs anymore like Adrian Peterson, Emmitt Smith, Terrell Davis. They don't give running backs the MVP anymore. But Saquon Barkley is the cog in the machine that's making the Eagles run, and it's just mind-boggling to me that the way the Giants are moving. But Jets fans, y'all be all right. I don't know what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's just too old. I don't know, man. Like I was really thinking you guys were going to go really far, and I used to live in the tri-state area in Jersey, like right there in Elizabeth. Like I got family members that are big diehard Jets fans. Like I really thought the Jets were going to make noise this year, and it's just been ridiculous.
A lot of people did, man.
Right there with you.
Not even Jet fans.
Hey,
Go ahead, Jones.
bro, I just want to say that was the nastiest take of saying Saquon Barkley and Joe Burrow co MVPs of the league.
I
That's
I
mean,
think
nasty.
who
Barkley
But
should, but Jones, to be fair, I'm going to counteract that because I do think because after that game,
well, yeah,
weren't they on
Barkley,
Thursday night last week or
yeah, PD,
whatever?
my bad, not Barkley, but I'm saying him saying the Eagles are trash. I don't get that point.
I get what
That's a
he's
because
very bad
saying,
take.
but he's a
So
Dallas
I'm
fan
a
too. You think he's going to praise the freaking Eagles?
Now, Petey,
Understandable, but that's nasty though.
I'm a
can I
I'm a
He
mention
said
this?
they're not good.
I'm a ex.
They
Go
have
ahead, go
two
ahead, bro.
losses.
So we're going to find out about Saquon Barkley when he comes down to Baltimore this weekend, right? We're going to find out. I'm not knocking the man. I'm just saying, in the last 7 games, the best team the Philadelphia Eagles have played was 4-7. So keep that in mind, fellas. 4-7 is the best team they've played in the last 7 games.
Hey, office, I agree, but still, they're a very good
They
team. In the
they they are
NFC, they're
Oh
the
they are
yeah,
second
very
yes
best
sir, they
team.
are. I agree with you.
they are
Do y'all
very
have the
talented.
Eagles in the NFC Championship game against the Detroit Lions?
Yes,
As of right now,
Yeah,
I
yes,
yeah,
do.
yes,
yeah. Everybody, everybody counting
yes.
the Vikings out
How
as they
can
should,
I ask a
and I love
question
it, and I love it.
real quick? The Lions didn't get any slack. I mean, you know they should have lost that game
They
yesterday.
definitely should have lost that game.
I mean, yeah.
Petey,
Health, blame Matt
Petey,
hey,
Eberflus.
they're
Petey,
stacking
Terrible head
injuries now.
coach.
The Lions are stacking
Blame
injuries.
Eberflus.
again, Petey. Imagine, I hate to say it, but imagine if that was the Jets, man. Imagine if Jared Goff threw five interceptions. Imagine what the Jets would do to him on social media and the media would do to him, man. That's why I'm a Ben Johnson fan, but I was watching that game yesterday. Those plays late in the game, uh, it wasn't the Ben Johnson we're used to. You know,
You know
like
what I think about the Lions at the end of the games, fellas, is that they've got a dominant offensive line and they got a stable of running backs. I think sometimes they get a little too cute at the end of the games. That's my opinion. That's why they lost against San Francisco last year. I think if you run, dude, ain't nobody fucking with Gibbs and what the other homeboy's name is, bro. Like, bro, and
David
Ross,
Montgomery.
whatever his name is, like, bro, if they run that so tough, man, because it's the offensive line and running games. To your point,
Can we hear you? Did we lose him?
Yeah, we lost him.
Oh,
hey, June, but I just wanted to say I understand what you're saying about trading Garrett if he asks out, and I understand you saying players are getting used to losing, but let's look at it from the perspective of the guy, the teams. The Bills traded Stephon Diggs, as well as the Vikings traded him away too. Uh, the the Giants traded away what's his name,
be right
Odell
back,
Beckham.
Gio.
Mm-hmm.
So did the so
Sorry.
so did the Browns. The Raiders traded away Amari Cooper, and they thought as much people say it's easy to find a wide receiver. It's not as easy as people think. I feel like you can just wake up and find a wide receiver in the first
Didn't
round
the
because a
Vikings
lot.
get Jefferson in that trade as a pick?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
They
lucked
did.
out, man.
They did. But I'm saying, yeah. And then look at the Titans. They traded AJ Brown, and they said, well, we're just going to get this
Yeah,
guy
that
who's
was
very
bad.
comparable, who looks very
Traylon.
similar. Bro, that it can flame
Yeah.
out so fast. Like, I don't think people. I think people overestimate how easy it is to find a wide receiver rather than in the first round. I think that's a. I don't think it's
It's
as
not.
easy as people think.
Didn't they trade away DeAndre Hopkins also?
He's been
Yeah,
traded a few
Yep.
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Well, look,
The Titans, right?
look. Let me
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
let me ask you a question, right? What's more important, a wide receiver or quarterback or offensive line?
Man,
they
those
all work
three
Nah,
go
together. They
hand
nah,
all
in
work
nah.
hand,
together.
But
man.
but but you know what? Until you get the offensive line, you boom. Then you can fairly assess the quarterback
Yes.
because if you don't
Yep.
have an offensive line, your quarterback be running for his life, and it don't matter who your wide
Yeah.
receivers is.
Yep. Yep.
Nah,
Yep. June. Yep. You're right. When
Like,
the
come
Cowboys
on.
finally got their line straight
I
for
agree.
Troy Aikman, he took off back
I,
in the day. You're right.
I agree. I June, I agree, but it's like 40% quarterback, 30% wide receiver,
But
30% offensive line.
now
It
look, maybe his offensive line more might be a little bit more important. Not by much, but more. Cause then not only can you pass, you can run the ball.
You can run the football and you can dominate the pace of the game.
Right.
And I have a quick question. Doesn't the offensive line make every skill position player look a little bit
Yes, they
better?
do. Absolutely right. Which is the reason
Well,
and
yeah.
which is the reason why
And Detroit has a great
and yes,
offensive
they
line.
do. Look, which is the reason why I say if you can flip this guy and get it and get a first and a third, and you can sit there and work on it, concentrate on the line and make this shit better, then okay, then I'm all for it.
But June, your receiver question. I'm going to ask you a question. Recent draft. Would you rather have Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., Neighbors? Would you rather have who would you take? Would you take Drake May over both
Man.
those guys?
To be honest with you,
For the
to
Jets,
be honest with you, I would probably be looking for offensive line first, bro. I need the line straight. Look what the line has been the last 2 years,
What
and look what we looking like. It all
Did
comes from the
anybody
line.
because the
see real
offensive
quick to that
line.
point? Did any real quick to that point? Sorry,
Yeah,
guys, I'm
but
jumping in and
Drake
out.
May,
Wait,
I don't know,
Nico,
man.
Rico, can you
Like
hear me?
I've never seen the
He can't
Jets
hear
have
me.
like a
Rico,
young
can you
quarterback
repeat?
with that guy.
The last time the Jets were good,
Nope.
they had an offensive fucking line.
They had
Yes,
Mangold,
the Brickashaw,
Ferguson.
Moore, Brandon Moore. They had
I
a
remember
real offensive line. That's the last time they was good.
y'all went to 2 straight
Two
AFC
straight.
Championship games. Y'all
And,
should have beat the Steelers,
They
bro.
were good.
Y'all
They
would
were
never
good
have.
then
last
Rico,
year.
check this
They were
out.
good in
Then
15.
Rico, check this out. Then the last time before that, back in '99, the Jets had an offensive fucking line. It all
They were
starts with
good
the
in
fucking
15.
Yeah,
line,
with
They were good in
yeah,
15, June.
yeah, yeah,
bro. It all starts with
yeah.
the line.
How about hear
I
me now,
was in
Rico? Rico,
I
you
was
hear
living in
me?
Harlem, New York when they went to those 2 AFC Championship games. I
Rico,
was in
can you
Harlem.
repeat it all?
Yeah,
I don't
Petey
think
talk.
I don't think Rico could hear you, Buckeye.
Yeah, I can hear Buckeye and Mr. Petey.
There
Yeah, I
you
Oh,
go.
can.
all right.
All right, we're good.
No, Rico, real quick. I wanted to jump in before those routes, and especially in the first half when Detroit was dominating. That the Goff had all day, and
Cause
that's
the
how the
line,
yeah,
right?
I know, and that's how they scheme up these plays too. It's just we need coaching and everything, man. My bad. Go ahead,
And
continue.
I'm not trying to take over the space, but when you look at the Cowboys dynasty,
That was
yes, they had
line,
Hall of Fame players, but that
right?
Larry
offensive line
Allen.
drove that machine.
That fucking line. That line was in
The
fucking
line
credible.
gave Troy Aikman and Emmett Smith and Michael Irvin and Jay Novacek and Alvin Harper. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted scheme wise because they knew Aikman, boom, drop back, no problems, nothing, no matter who it was on the other side.
The trenches, it starts from the trenches. Give me an offensive line, give me a defensive line, then I'll go get everything else.
Well, yeah, because the line is what protects the quarterback. The wide receiver saves
I
the
agree with you, June.
quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Look, look, I've been getting beat up, jumped, everything else. Petey and Buck, I've been punched me in the back of the head every day.
Yo,
June,
where you at, June? You sound like
June.
you from the bricks, man.
Well,
You sound like you from Newark.
I lived in Newark for a few years. I'm from Jersey, but I'm in Atlanta now.
Rico, if I offered you a
I
fourth rounder
yeah,
for June Smith,
I
would you do
moved
that
from
right now?
Elizabeth, New Jersey, bro, to Houston. So I know exactly where you're talking about. I moved from Elizabeth, bro. So I feel
Bro,
you.
June, I'll say this, man. I think our offensive line, not giving Joe Douglas no shout out, but Olu was the correct pick.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people was booty clapping for Brock Bowers, nothing against
I,
it, but
I
you
think
see,
Titman was the right
either
pick too.
Olu,
Pause. Pause.
yeah, Titman was the correct pick as
Yes.
well. Now, a lot of people was killing John Simpson, but he's actually been a good ball player this year. If Tyron Smith was who he was supposed to be, even
Bro.
78% of himself last year, his line would look
Dude,
way better.
Tyrone Smith is a Hall of Famer, but he's a shell of his former self.
Yes.
And there's another Jets fan named
Yeah,
Frankie from Queens that I
we don't,
talk to all the time about that.
Rico,
Man, who was the
We
guy
don't
that
know.
y'all had? Was
He's
it Mangold? That guy that had that long hair that played center for y'all?
Yes.
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 Yes. So I feel like when the Jets were good, it started from the center out. Boom, center, left tackle, and everything just like fit into like Lego pieces per se
Mm-hmm.
after that.
Rico, I agree, but the thing is, people were saying we shouldn't have took Olu, which is turning out to be good, especially what Tyron Smith is. Now we know Tyron Smith is going to go somewhere and be good next year. We already know
Nah,
how
he's
that
gonna
goes.
retire,
He
dude.
gonna
He's
retire.
done.
He's done
He's
after
done.
this.
No,
He's
well,
done.
whatever he does, I believe we got 3 out of the 5 offensive line pieces: in Simpson, Olu, and Titman. And then whatever you want to do with AVT, that's to each his own.
But
But
AVT's back next year, Jones.
yeah, yeah,
Trade
I
him.
know some people saying trade him.
Ah,
Some people saying
man.
trade him. But if you do, but yeah, but P, I'm saying if you do or if you don't, we still got 3 out of 5 pieces that
Rico, you want Bill
like
Belichick?
that. Yeah.
You know who Rico really wants? I, Rico really wants primetime Deion Sanders, a Hollywood coach, just like Jimmy Johnson from the college ranks to maybe restore glory. But that's me personally because I feel like that Dion resonates with the younger players more.
Yeah.
He's a God fearing man, and that's prime time, bro. Like, I'm 36, bro. He's got all the accolades: 2 Super Bowls with 2 legendary franchises, some of the hottest Nikes ever in the streets. Like, and Dion, like he demands respect. I like Belichick, bro, but this ain't back in the days no more. You feel me?
I think
This ain't
I think
back in
he's either
the days no
going
more.
there or the Giants. He's either going to the Cowboys or the Giants. Belichick will be on the sideline.
He ain't
No,
going to
no,
the Giants,
no, no,
bro.
no, no. He's going to
He's
Cowboys.
not going to the New Jersey
No,
Giants, bro.
no,
Ain't happening.
I don't want him on the Giants. No.
Belichick will be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. That's damn
Why
near
wouldn't
written in
you
stone.
want you who y'all said was going to the Cowboys or the Giants? Belichick or Dion?
Belichick,
Belichick.
Belichick.
Dion's not going to the NFL.
Dion would definitely not go in
Man,
the
that's cap,
NFL.
bro.
No, no, no,
That's
no,
cap,
no, no,
bro.
no, no. He's not. He's straight. He's set for life. Just coaching in
No,
college.
listen, June. There may be a day. It's not this coming. He just reeled in the number 2 recruit in the whole country. He's not going right now.
He's not
Fellas,
going.
But
I think
let's keep it
personally
a band.
Dion will be the
If
next head
Jerry
coach
said,
of
you
the
know what,
Raiders.
Dion, I'll give you full control.
Mm.
I'll pay you
I don't
whatever you
know.
want. You're a Nike athlete.
I think Dion would rather go to Dallas because he's played there too. Office, to be fair, but I doubt he would coach there.
He's
You
not
think
coaching
though
it.
he would want to work for Jerry Jones, dog,
He
after the way Colorado? I mean, he's basically the mayor of Colorado.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
he don't listen to
I can't see.
nobody.
I can't see him leaving. I can't
You
see
don't
him
think?
leaving. If anything, he'd probably go to Florida State to coach. But I can't see him doing. I can't see him coming to the NFL. I really
Well,
can't.
Tom Brady would hire him,
I
dog.
think he
Tom
would be a
Brady.
great head coach in the NFL, just the way that it is now.
By the
I think
way, can
Dion
I
would
make
be
a
a
point
great
about
head coach in the
Brady?
NFL.
Listen. I don't dislike Brady. I just hate him when he played the Jets. But I got to be real here. Greg Olson is a better commentator than
Of
Tom
course,
Brady.
of course.
I mean, I know
It,
he's new, Brady, but Greg Olson is tremendous.
you're talking about the guy, seventh floor bros for Miami.
I
Who?
mean,
Oh,
picture
Greg Olson.
Dion in a
Yeah, he
Raiders.
made a rap song back in the day.
I,
I'm
He's
just making a
perfect
joke.
for the
I,
Raiders.
I,
Shit, I would have too out there in Miami with all them Cuban girls.
You know
I don't.
the
I don't.
transition of getting a coach to get kids to listen versus players that are making tens of millions. It's a different world, man.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not
Yeah.
saying Dion can't do it. I'm just saying
They
He's
they
got a few
idolize
players
Dion
making that
Sanders,
kind
bro.
of money
Rico, you
now,
said he
sir.
gets across to kids, and I agree with you. But he gets across to call it unpaid kids. Forget the NIL for a second. He gets across to unpaid kids.
Who?
That's a very
Dion?
good point.
Yeah,
Yeah. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. Dion Sanders is an iconic figure in football.
but
I mean, he's
but
one
you
of the
know who's iconic,
goats.
Petey?
Who?
Mike Singletary. And when he went to that sideline, that was bad, man.
Man,
Eh,
respectfully, Buckeye, Mike Singletary didn't have diamond trainer turf shoes that went platinum in the hood. He didn't wear like, yo, bro, like stop it, bro. Like Dion like changed. I don't like using the word culture, but
Yeah, he
Dion,
did.
it was
He
different in
evolved
that
that
era. If
shit.
you came
He
up like,
turned it
bro,
up.
if you was a
yo,
kid
can I
back
make a
then,
point
like it
here,
was different.
Rico? Dion Sanders,
Huh?
in my opinion, I'm not going to put him in the Michael Jordan category, but he's up there.
Dude,
He's
bro,
he's an
when
iconic
Dion signed to
figure.
Dallas, when Dion signed in Dallas in 1995, your boy was 8 years old. And I said, Dad, my dad's passed away now for a long time. I said, please give me the diamond turfs and please get me the number 21 jersey, bro. Bring Dion to Dallas. And like, I still have the jersey to this day, bro. Like that shit was insane when he left San Francisco to come to Dallas, bro. Like it was just different, bro. Like his whole bravado, his swagger, like we'd never seen nothing like that. Like Michael Irvin had swagger, Emmitt Smith did, but
Nah,
show me the money, baby. Dion was just different, bro.
it was
Dion
never
was
to
just
the point
different.
of Dion. Yeah, Dion was something else. But wait. I think he won. He won two in Dallas, right?
Nah, he won one.
Oh,
We
okay.
signed him
So
as a free agent because he got hurt when he was playing baseball and he hurt his toe.
okay.
So he didn't premiere in Dallas until like week
Then
10.
he won
And
with the
So
I actually
49ers.
went,
so he won one with 49ers first.
Yeah.
yes, 1994 when they
Right.
robbed us out of that
Right,
championship
right,
game. Yes.
right, because he shut down Michael Irvin, and then he
Nah,
went
he didn't shut down Irvin. Irvin had like a buck 50 and 3 tubs.
really,
What happened was is that famous non-pass interference call when Dallas they were down 21-0 in the first half and Dallas was coming back on him and they pulled Irvin down. He pulled Irvin down and they didn't give the call and Barry Switzer came on the sideline and bumped the official and they gave him a 15 yards. We lost by 10 points. We should have won 4 in a row.
Remember the smack
We should
fight
have
with Andre
forfeited, bro.
Rison?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
said what?
what? I remember that shit like it was
No,
yesterday,
Andre
bro.
Andre Rison was not on either
Wait,
of those teams.
didn't Andre Rison dated one of the TLC girls?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
burned his house
Left eye.
down.
Left eye.
Yeah,
Wow,
that was
we're
the
going
broad that
old
burned his
school
house
here.
down, I think. That was the broad that burned his
No, they
house
had a
down, I
smack
think,
fight
back
right
in
at
the
the
day.
line.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
yo, God rest
That
her soul. Lisa
that was
Left Eye Lopez. God rest her soul.
that
Yeah,
was the
that was
first
back in
game.
the day.
That was
Jones,
the
just
first
get
game
in
that he
where you
was
fit
in.
in, Jones.
That was the first game that Dion went to fucking San Fran. They played each other.
Hey,
All right,
keep Rico. Get rid of
enough me,
Leashon.
enough, enough me riding for Dion. Hey, but do people not agree that no matter which route the Jets take, whether it's the June route of sell everybody,
He
fire
said
sale,
the
I don't know
June
how it's me
route.
riding for Dion, but
Wow.
Dion's
or
a
the
The
fucking
The
movement's
genius.
June
real,
route.
June. The movement's real,
Yo,
June.
It's
yo,
real. It's
June, I
real.
have a
Man.
new song for
or
you, by the way. I'm coming from the A Town.
the,
A Town.
Look,
whether you want to go the June route or the PD route or keep everybody or the June
get
route
rid of everybody.
of sell everybody, or you could be a
No,
middleman.
Jones, hold on. Jones, I'm not saying keep
Yeah,
everybody, but
Yes, you are.
Nah,
no, no, no.
Petey, you
PD,
did
you're talking
tag
about
Zerline.
P, you said save every fucking
Wait,
body.
okay, I tagged Greg Zerline 2 years ago. Yes. Yeah, the guy made
but PD,
94% of his field goals.
you're right, PD. But I'm talking about the stars. We're talking about the stars.
I'm
I'm just
open
strictly
to
talking about
making
the stars.
trades and
Yeah,
other.
or you can be a middleman. Either route is positives on each side. And the only thing that we have to do is get rid of that number 8. That's really the main culprit that has to go. Everything else, whether you want to go June or PD route, just get rid of number 8. Because do y'all not agree on
Yeah, me
that?
personally, I'm getting rid of Leashon, Jarek. I'm getting rid of let James cook. I'm getting rid of those guys first.
Speedy, you gonna
Agreed.
let go of
Trade Brett
Rogers?
Favre for
Speedy,
a
you
second
gonna let
round
go
pick.
of him?
I mean, I think they're gonna. I mean, if he
Are
comes
you?
back, though,
Are you gonna let go of
but
him?
what am I going to do if he comes back? I'm going to root. If he doesn't, sayonara. There's no,
Fair enough.
I'm not
That's
in
it.
control of the Jets.
Aaron's
Well, yeah.
gone.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Stop lying to the people.
Aaron's gone. But I'll tell you what. I do
You
not
are
want to
the
watch
GM
I do
of the
not want to
Jets.
watch Tyrod Taylor next year, man. That does not sound like fun at all.
Petey, Petey, you got to take a picture with Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
I know.
All right,
Appar-
get him out of here.
apparently,
Get
I
him out of
get
here.
coaches fired because I could take pictures with them. That's why I put Curtis Martin up because he's a Hall of Famer. Am I going to get him out of the Hall of
Take a
Fame?
take a pic with Joe Namath too while you're at
No.
it.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yo, what was that white wide receiver's name that was good for y'all back in
Wayne
the day,
Corbett.
bro? Yeah, he wore no gloves in the fucking winter. Crazy motherfucker out there in the tri-state. I remember that.
If we keep it a buck though, Corbett was a jet more than he was a great wide receiver.
That's true.
Yeah. He was a uh,
He's a John Starks.
he didn't get drafted. He was non-drafted, right?
Yeah.
The Jets
Yeah.
took a
He's a
flyer
John
on him.
You
Starks.
talking
Like
about
he's
John
our
Stark?
he's ours, but like in the scheme of like a two guard, he's okay, man.
John Starks was all right, but Allen Houston was way better.
Definitely, but
Way better than John
Starks
Starks.
was the Gardens guy. If you ask like a typical Knicks fan, they're going to choose Starks over Houston.
Yeah, and that's why the Chicago Bulls destroyed them for 8 years.
Ah, the pain. No more though.
Yeah, Rico.
No, I remember them days. I remember.
Rico, greatest of all time, LeBron or Michael?
Jordan,
Yeah.
dog.
Thank you.
I'm an 80s baby. Jordan. I saw Michael when he played for the Bulls. The greatest ever. I remember being 10 years old or 11 years old, 1998, and they were down against the Pacers, not to get off this derail the space.
No,
And I
I
said,
asked
Dad,
you, man. We could talk
and
about
I
whatever
said
here.
this. I said, Dad, I think the Pacers are going to beat them with Jalen Rose, Reggie Miller, Rick Smits, Mark Jackson. And I'll never forget this. God rest my father. He looked over here and looked at me dead in my face. He said, son, Michael Jordan, the Bulls don't lose. And by golly, what happened? They stormed back and took that fucking game 7 in 98 against the Pacers, bro. I remember that. Jordan was wearing those black and red Air Jordan 13s. I'll never forget that. And Scottie Pippen was wearing the Air Max Pippen 1s. I'll never forget that shit. Never.
Yep.
That was just another time period, though, bro. That was in the Clinton administration. That was forever and a day ago.
You'll laugh though, Rico. I was telling them guys last week that I was saying that was why I had to start my own little lawn care business when I was 8 years old, because I wanted them
Yeah,
diamond
bro.
turfs. I
Jordan better.
wanted all them
Yes, Jordan
Jordans.
is better than LeBron, of
Yeah,
course.
Jordan, Gretzky, and Serena are the best I've ever seen in teams. Well, Serena's not a team sport, but that's the best I've ever seen.
I was too young to watch Wayne Gretzky, but my favorite hockey players that I remember from that time period was Mario
No,
Lemieux
he's
and
great.
Wayne Gretzky. Like, I remember Gretzky when he went to the New York
Rangers, yeah.
Rangers, and they had you with Liberty jerseys, bro. Like, that shit was so fire back in the day, bro. That shit
He
was
was
so
different,
fire,
man.
bro.
You don't remember Brett
Yeah,
Hall?
because I'm from Texas originally, and my mom's family, they're from Harlem. They're from New York. So I used to go up there back in the days and all that shit. And I remember watching all that New York media. What was it, MSG, Madison? The Madison Square Garden
Yep. It's
channel.
still
I
here.
watched all that shit growing
All
up.
right, Rico, I got one for you. Emmett or Barry?
Emmett Smith,
Nah,
baby.
not for me.
3 out of 4. Emmett was
Not
better.
for me.
Barry.
Emmett never rushed for negative yards in a playoff
I
game.
I, I
Emmett was
thought you'd
better,
have
bro.
some goggles there, so Barry for me.
Nah, Emmett was better, bro. Emmett was
I'm
just
not mad at it though. June
nah.
Would have
Emmett
traded
was
him,
just
just so you
different.
know.
I had a guy on a pause. I had a guy on a fucking Twitter space tell me Marshall Falk was better than Emmett Smith, and I said, bro, I
No.
know the generations are so different now, and you're 26, 27, but like, bro, Emmett Smith, bro,
Yo,
I'll tell you
PD.
what, I
the
do think
best running
Adrian
back of all
Peterson was
time.
better though.
Yo, PD.
No, he wasn't, man. Emmett was the best, bro. Emmett was the best.
How do you compare him with Herschel Walker?
Oh, he's Herschel Walker's not in that combo.
He was pretty good.
Where's PD at?
I'm
PD
here.
there?
Hey, man, PD. I know you be hosting some. You be having a lot of people in your spaces, so I don't want your name to be ruined, bro. But I hope you know this guy's an openly racist dude on the openly racist, bro. Is that
Who?
I don't know what's going on here, but
Nah, these are weirdos
I
that
lost
follow me
connection in
around
the
on Twitter
space, and then
Spaces. Nah, these are
can you guys hear
weirdos
me?
on Twitter Spaces that follow me around, and they're weirdos, bro.
Lee
They're
Sean, you hear
weirdos,
me?
bro. They're
I
weirdos.
can hear you. Do you hear
Yeah.
Rico?
No.
Yeah, Rico, you got to.
Yo, you can't hear me,
PD
PD?
can't hear you. You got to drop down, Rico.
All right, yo, I'm gonna come right back, yo.
I guess he was calling Jason Flanders a weirdo.
I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
I don't know what's going on here.
Jason ran out. Whenever he see me take a mic, he run out the space because he owes me money from a bet and never paid me, that piece of shit.
All right, well, let's take that up in DMs and other places.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
they're
hear
just
ya.
weirdos that follow me around, bro. I got like a cult following that follow me around for whatever reason. They're weirdos.
So, all right, well, I don't know what just went on, something about whatever, but that's if you got to come to another space to say that, I mean, go do it in your own space.
Thank you,
Don't bring
bro.
it, don't, I got you. Don't comment, I got it. Don't,
Thank you, bro.
if people got beef on Twitter, take it to the DMs. Don't bring it to my space. Don't bring it to, somebody else's timeline. You take it up with them.
Yo,
Continue.
who even said
PD,
that?
how do you feel
I,
about the Seahawks game?
who, me?
Loss.
We should.
Loss.
I think it's going to be close. I could see the Jets pulling out a victory just because it's the Jets,
PD,
and that's
anything can
not a
happen, but we
compliment
got
to the
murdered by
Jets. It's
Arizona
just
and murdered
they're
by
going to
San
win a game
Francisco.
that they're not
I don't
supposed to
think PD can
win,
hear me.
Petey,
and
can you
it,
hear Buckeye?
I cannot. I'm
I'll
going to
drop
You
down.
drop.
can only hear me, huh? That's okay. Just me and you can talk. Go ahead.
Nah. I want to hear
Such a
Buckeye
fucking
from you.
asshole, yo.
Here's June.
Anything
How
not
did
to
you
hear
get that?
anything not to hear June's bullshit over and over every day.
Man.
June, you're not a co-host, right? You're a speaker role.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
no, I'm a co-host now.
Oh, I don't even see that.
Oh
I'll drop down.
Lord.
No,
This space is
no,
fucked up.
no. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Because he just sent